basically we are looking for data analysis using SPSS. Okay, now so this is the screen for SPSS software. Okay, we have a menu bar on top, and these are all menu bars, and we have this window, we call it data view, and we have a variable view in the SPSS. Okay, if you go down, you will see two different options: data view and variable view. Basically, there are two methods of uh, importing data in SPSS. First, you can identify any variable here, the name of variable, and when you will go to the data view, you can see the name of these variables on the first row, okay? So then you can type in your data. That is the first method. The second method, if you have any Excel sheet, you can just import data from Excel sheet without any problem. So how we can do that? We can just go to file, okay, and then if we go to open data, and it will ask you from where we need to open data set. So I give you this demonstration. So you can see the data file for now is SPSS file. Now you can take it to the Excel sheet, and you can import any Excel sheet which you want to. Okay. Okay. And we have other formats also. For example, most commonly used file is text file data dot. Okay, so this is your data file. So you can just open in new window, and then you will see the same window here. This is the data. Okay, so now this is your data. But remember, looking at this data, you can see that it is based on 7 scale ratings. Sorry, 7 Likert scale. So you have option up till 7. Okay, from 1 to 7. And if I go to the variable view, you will see different names here: ESQ1, ESQ2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are basically E service quality 1. Okay, so S1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is system information 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means that the 6 items of one variable. Okay, items. When I use this word item, you should understand that items mean the questions. Okay, so we have multiple questions to measure one variable. Okay, now we have 6, and then EWOM, electronic word of mouth, we have 5 items. Then we have PU, perceive usefulness, maybe 6 items. EU, 6 items. PE, 6 items, and trust, 5 items. And then we have R, 1 to 6 is 6 items. Okay, so all these are 1 to 6 are representing different variables. So we have different variables in the data, and we have different numbers of questions to measure each variable. So this is how our data variable names look like. And then we have the results, the data from respondent. So this is the respondent 1, respondent 2, 3, and up to I think we have 431 data. Okay, so we have 431 respondent. Obviously, we are using a limited number of data in pilot testing, but don't worry, the result is the process is same, so you can just follow the process and we can continue with the same data set. But your data set obviously would be of 35 or 40 or 60 respondents only. It should not be more than that. So that is for pilot service. So this is the basic overview of your SPSS software, the the window of SPSS software. So we have data view and we have variable view. But in the variable view, this is the name of variable. You can't use any space or any character other than the English language and number in this. If you type SQ1 space, and it will show you the character name is illegal because it is not allowed. Okay, so you can't do spacing and all. So type this is important. If your variable is numeric, so you need to type numeric. If it is syntax or it is text, you have different options. So you have numeric, you have comma, you have dots, scientific notation, date, dollar. So everything is available, almost available here. So you can tell the system what to do. So the width is basically 1, 2, or 3. How many numbers? For example, we have 1 to 7. It means that only one digit, not two digits. Okay, so if I talk about 2, if I have 1 to 100, then I need to take this width to 3. Okay, so if I have 99, I have to take this width to 2. And if I want to use any decimal places, I can specify how many decimals are there. Okay. Okay, the label, you can put the statement, you can put exactly what you want to show in the system. For example, is this for okay, the rest I am not giving any name. So e-service 1, see the difference in the result outputs. Okay, so this is the label of the question number 1. You can write the complete question if you want to, or you can just briefly explain your question. Okay, so you can define the values here. What is values? One mean
strong. Disagree.
And 7 is okay. Now the beauty is this, you have these values, you can just Control C, copy, and just paste it anywhere. It will, okay, so you can just paste it on the others also. Okay, so just we keep it for first variable to see what exactly this difference in data analysis. Okay, but this is just the values interpretation, the result outputs, but the calculation will not be affected with these labels and values. Okay, now missing values, if we want to clearly give system any uh, command how they deal with this missing values. For example, most of the people, what they do, they give a name or they give a number to missing value. For example, they give 99, they give 100, just to make sure they can detect the missing value easily. But when you collect data from Google form, most likely you don't have any missing values. So I'm going to skip this part for now. And if anyone have missing values, they can do the treatment from here. Okay, so the columns, and then this is where your actual scale is there. I already explained there are 4 types of the scales, right? Nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. Interval and ratio are basically scales. Okay, so they are scales, so you can just mention them scale. Other two, ordinal and nominal, they are very clear here. You need to specify whether your variable is ordinal or nominal. If we talk about the gender, will it nominal or ordinal? What's your opinion? It's nominal. Okay, and what about the designation, the position in any university or any? Yeah. Okay, so the concepts, I think, is clear. Okay, so let's move on. We have set up with the variable view. Now we can move on with the data view and see how we can do the pilot analysis starting from the basics. Okay, now the basics are very simple. We need to go to analyze this tab. Just follow this instruction so you can see this one, the analyze. Then you have second tab, descriptive statistics. The purpose of this descriptive statistics is to check the mean, median, lower number, maximum number, range, skewness, and kurtosis. Nothing else. Okay, so what we can do, we can just go here and talk on the descriptive. So let me just show you everything here. Okay,
Yeah.
so when we enter, you will see this window. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to bring all your variables or items which you want to include in your descriptive analysis. Okay, this is the option button. If you want to choose any particular options, you can do it. Here we need mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, variance, range. Standard error of mean is not required, kurtosis and skewness. I think that's it. That is what we need for now. Okay, so this is the option button. Click here, set up your options. Okay, and you will see this window here. Okay, now this window is showing you all your options, all your results. But if you check here, ESQ1, we give it a label eService1, right? Now it gives us the label eService1. Rest, there is no problem or no change in anything. So that is the function of that label which we did in our data view. Okay, so whatever the name you will give in the label, it will display during the analysis. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, now what this statistics is telling us, that is very important to understand, and it is important to understand whether our questionnaire is fine, data collection is fine or not, there is any element of biasness or wrong data entry is there or not. So we can check with the simple descriptive statistics. Okay, the range is 6 because the minimum value is 1 and maximum is 7. So 1 minus 7 is 6. So this is the range, very simple statistics. Okay. The mean value is 4.68. The mean value of 431, N is 431. So from 431 respondent, I receive 4.68. Now imagine my scale was basically 1 to 7, right? Just visualize that scale and let me know which side this 4.68 is, on the agreed side or on the disagreed side. Which side is this? Means that on average, people are agreed with this statement. Okay, so that's fine. With the standard deviation of 2.03, there is no standard with this value, no problem, variance. Okay, now these two values, skewness and kurtosis, we want to see these values between plus minus 3. Okay, please note it down, plus minus 3. This is the highest standard, but mostly people, they take plus minus 2. The range should be minus 2 to plus 2. So that is a good range. But if your data is more, scattered or anything, you can still accept until plus minus 3. Okay, so from minus 3 to plus 3. So you can see the range of skewness is minus 3.398, which is fine, no problem. And kurtosis is minus 1.03730, which is also acceptable. Okay, so this is the basic statistics for your items. Okay. Yeah. So this is simple. This is how you can read this questionnaire. Okay, so this is how you can read your descriptive statistics for your scale. Okay, clear? This is the first point where you have done with the descriptive statistics. Okay, now what I need is, I want another descriptive statistic. This is the descriptive statistics for items. Items mean for questions. Okay, yes. Not the descriptive statistics of my variable. Is it descriptive of my variable? Okay, so my variable, for example, I have 5 questions. ESQ1, ESQ2, 3, 6. This is my first variable. Yeah. If I combine them all, I will receive my first variable. And if I combine them, second one, 6, SI would be the combination of these two, and EWM, these 5. So we need to combine these variables in order to collect our descriptive statistics for our complete variable. So this is what we can do. We need to go back. Now you do understand what I need now. I need to combine these into one variable. So first I'll go to transform. Please note it down. Transform, and then we have compute variable. One calculation I have already done. but let me show it to you on the second one. The second one is SI, because the variable name is SI and we have 6 items for SI. So let's put this variable name. The target variable name is SI, and here I need to write an expression which is mean. I want to calculate the mean of which value? This one.
This
This
one.
one. Yeah. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then I will add bracket at the end. Okay. So this is very simple. When you click OK, you will see a variable has been created at the end of your data set. Let me show you here. Okay, so if you go to at the end, you will see there are two new variables, ESQ and SI. Okay, so this is a combination, the variable average of all items for SI. Similarly, you can compute variable for next variable, which is EWOM. Okay, similarly, we need this mean. So EM1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then press OK. Now we can see we have 3 new variables in our system. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's try to take this example and type of table you have to create by yourself. Okay, just copy those tables from SPSS, bring in the Word file, but create this good looking table in order to justify all result in one go. Otherwise, you are doing, for example, I have many variables. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I run the analysis for the sixth time. Okay, not for the sixth time, but more than 6 times because I have dimensions also. Okay, so for each time I run the analysis separately, but I can't show each of these separately because I want to show these results in one tables only. So that is why sometime, or not sometime, most of the time we do a lot of work, but when we report, we concise in one table. Okay, that is important feature of doing statistics and SPSS. So do you understand? I bring these items and this value there. I did not reported any other table, but these tables are important for me to understand which item I should retain and which item I should delete from the analysis. Okay, clear? Okay, now you can run the analysis for the second. Let's just do it for another variable quickly, and then we move on for the next step. Okay, so next is I need to bring them back. Select. So selection is just shift and arrow key, and then just go back. Okay, the statistics is already set, so I can just go ahead and check out. Now this reliability statistics is 0.688. Okay, and it is still under the required standard. So what I can do, can you give me any suggestion? What variable, what item should I remove in order to improve this number? I'm asking one simple question. The reliability is less than required 0.70 for this variable. Looking at this table, can you suggest me which item I should remove? S1, SI1, SI2, SI3, 4, 5. What's your opinion? In my opinion, it was SI2, because if I remove SI2, the reliability would be 0.694, which is very close to 7, right? But if I remove SI4, the reliability would be 0.612, right? What item I should remove now?
S12.
S12, very obvious now. Okay, so clear. Now you can see it is 0.94. So we can't improve it anymore. And this is very near to established standard. So we can accept that one because the statistics, if we round up, it is almost there. So still it is acceptable for this. Remember, 70 is the standard. Minimum threshold is 0.60 and maximum is 0.95. So you should not go beyond 0.95 because it is perfectly correlated, which is not possible. 0.70 is the standard and minimum acceptable is 0.60. Remember these three numbers carefully. Okay, clear how we can develop the reliability of any scale, any questionnaire in our research. Okay, so this is reliability statistics using count by alpha. Okay, now on average, we need to see two important things: the reliability descriptives and reliability. I believe these two concepts are clear for you.